first guest. Over her incredible career, she's had dozens of memorable roles in films like Green Card, Groundhog Day, and Sex, Lies, and Videotape. You can see her now in The Way Home. The series finale premieres this Sunday on Hallmark Channel, with all seasons currently available on Hallmark Plus. Please welcome back to the show, Andie MacDowell.
Thank you.
You smell lovely. I don't know what you're wearing, but I was like, oh, it's not me. I've just got deodorant on. You smell wonderful, too.
Oh, good.
Well, for those who aren't aware, because this is a fourth season, right? Going on right now, and this season finale is coming up. But for those who haven't caught up yet, like, what kind of, it's about time travel, right, for everyone?
It is time travel, but it's not sci-fi. It is a family, it's a family story. It's multi-generational. I'm the grandmother.
Yeah.
And there's, you know, romance and mystery. There's a lot of tender and very creative mystery that happens with them going through this pond.
I was like, it's a little sci-fi.
It's a little sci-fi, but it's not really, because it's not a machine. You can't control it.
Okay.
And the location where the pond is really beautiful. So it's very, it's just romantic. It's beautiful.
I love that.
Yeah.
Explain your character and what she's like. Dell, right?
I'm the grandmother. When you meet Dell, I have not had a relationship with my daughter for quite a while. She left, and we did not leave on good terms. And I didn't have a relationship with my granddaughter. Can you imagine?
No.
Can you imagine?
No.
And so
I'm
they show
like,
up, and
annoying.
it's like, it's this huge gift that she finally receives.
Yeah.
And she's been living alone, no husband. She's had to run this farm. She does have her neighbor, Elliot, that you can imagine that she had a relationship with, but she gets her daughter back and she gets her granddaughter back, but there's a lot of healing that takes place over the 4 seasons because there was a pain and I made mistakes and there's forgiveness that needs to happen. And so that happens over the 4 seasons.
Do you, I figure as much that you'll probably, every time as an actor you play a character or a role, especially as long as, have you ever played a character this long?
This is the longest,
I was gonna say, but when you're with a character that you've got to learn a little something, right, from that character?
Yes, and you have really a deep connection, you know, because you live the character. You bring the character to life. Of course, the writers create it, so there is this dynamic where you have to respect that.
Yeah.
But I stood up for myself a little bit more in season 4, and I like the choices that I made because I really wanted to see an evolution for this character. She's she was rough around the edges. She could be persnickety.
Yeah.
And I wanted to soften those edges, especially because.
Maybe explain them a bit, of why they're there in the first place. Yeah.
Well, they're there because she loses her son. She lost her son, who he disappears in the pond, but I don't know that.
Yeah.
And he goes back to a different time. It's a little sci-fi,
that's why I like it.
Okay,
yes, I like it.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. But she's gone through so much, and that just, you know, she's toughened, she's hardened.
Yeah.
And by season 4, I really felt that she should be a more mature, responsible person who had softened those edges. And she does have a really beautiful journey in this last season, where you see perhaps a romance. I don't know. Let's see. Don't want to give away too much.
I love that part. Okay. So wait, I heard that because you're not in all the scenes, obviously, because when it does jump time, I heard that you binged. Like, was it the first part of the...
I did, because I wanted to see what they did without me.
Yeah. I was like, that's so weird to me. As an actor, you don't see it all done until it's all like, I mean, that's a lot of trust.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a totally different concept. It's not my timeline, even.
Yeah.
So, and I really also, I liked the fact that Dell didn't trust them going into the pond. I did like that she had this reservation about them going into the pond. She's lost so much to this pond already, you know? So I liked the fact that she was not like pushing them to go in the pond, you know, like really prefer them not to go in the pond.
But then she goes into the pond.
On season 3, season 3 she does, and she goes and sees herself and Colton, her husband, getting married, and as everything that she remembered. And there's more to it than that. There's so much to this story. But she does go in the pond.
Yeah. Oh my God, would you go in the pond? If you found out there was a pond, would you go in the pond? I think I'd have to go into the pond.
It would be very tempting.
I know. I'd wait until my kids were adults and then I'd dive right in.
That's smart.
Yeah, I'd want to be a good mom.
Not a lot of control, though, as to where you go and when you'll come back. This is the problem.
Man, I would pray for the future as a woman. So, yeah.
It'd be great. What I prefer would, can you choose where you go? Now, then I would jump in the pond for sure.
Oh, that does change it up a bit.
Yeah, you have no idea where you're going to go. You know, that's a problem.
Yeah, and back is just not a great place for us, I feel like. So, yeah.
Well, you could, but you know what I always thought about, and several of the other people I work with, Sadie LaFlamme Snow and Kyler Lee, and they all say it would be so cool to be like what happens with their characters is they, imagine being able to go back and be the same age as your mother at like 15 and play with her, or 10 and play. Wouldn't that be cool?
Isn't it cool though too, because you're a mom and you see your kids and you literally see yourself. They're their own beings, obviously, they're individuals, but sometimes I will look at my daughter or my son and go, oh my God, that's literally me. Like as a kid, like they'll do things that are like good and bad. And you're like
mannerisms.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, mannerisms. Yes, I see it. Even in my son, like you said, my son too has a lot of my mannerisms. Yeah.
Sometimes
he's very
more
much
than my
like
daughter.
Me.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes, it's just like my daughter's far more responsible than I ever was or am.
Right.
Yeah, she's very responsible.
Yeah.
We are back with Andie MacDowell, everybody. This Sunday on Hallmark Channel. The series focuses a lot on a mother-daughter relationship. So how did becoming a mother change you? It for sure changed me.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it was huge. I remember holding my son and just going, I am a mother. Just like, oh my gosh. You know, it's just, it's, you know, you're pregnant, you think you're ready and everything until you hold them, and then it's just, it's just overwhelming. It was just amazing. And now I'm a mother of adults, and that is a wonderful, I'm telling you, it's a wonderful transition.
Yeah.
I will go to them for advice now.
Yeah?
You know, I can cry on their shoulder if I need to. I can confess things I worry about. I can get advice. It's wonderful. It really is.
I love that.
And at the same time, I think the biggest trick is learning they're not you.
Yeah.
You know, and I see that with other parents that are expecting their kids to be like them.
I feel like they come out how they are, and you're just
and that is the wrong way to go about it.
Yeah.
They are them, and you have to be so happy to have this experience with them.
Yeah.
And they're not you, they're them, and you're just like learning so much about who this person is that you had.
Yeah.
And you're right, so much of who they are, you see it when they're little, but you still think they're gonna be a lot like you, right? And that's not necessarily true.
Yeah. Was it hard to let your daughter move to New York? I heard when she was 15. Was that a hard thing?
Was she 15 or 16? 15 sounds awfully young. I hope I didn't do that.
Hey,
I think it was 16.
I'll tell you what though, my daughter, she's about to be 12, and I'm
You're ready for her to move to New York?
No, I just mean, but if something happened, if like out of my two kids, they're both awesome, but like I'm telling you, she's incredibly responsible.
Yeah.
More responsible than a lot of my friends.
Right.
Like she's just got a really great head on her shoulders.
Right.
And she's just, I mean, I would trust if I had to trust her doing something.
It was the journey that she was on. She had gone to North Carolina School of the Arts, off to school in the 10th grade. And when she came down, she was dancing, and she came down to study with Francois Perron and ABT for the summer, pushed herself super, super hard with dancing.
Opportunity,
and realized she didn't just want to be a dancer.
Yeah.
And after begging me for years to be a dancer.
Yeah.
You know, let me dance. I was like, okay. So I supported it. And then she was like, wrote me this long letter, I don't want to be a dancer. Yeah. She goes, I found a school here. She did this by herself called the Professional Children's School that I could go to. And this modeling agency said that a couple of them could be with me, that I could be with them and, you know, travel around and go to school at the same time. And I knew she was ready. I mean, who does that? What kid does that?
All kids, now we have multiple children. They're very different. They come out very different. That's what I'm saying. Some of them are, I think, ready for that. And what a gift to have that trust. And then she got to figure that out on her own.
Right.
I didn't want to do that. I want to do that. I think that there's
And then she took acting lessons. There. She dated a young actor at the school. That was her first boyfriend. Started taking acting lessons. And the rest is history. I mean, it was her foundation. you know, for all the wobbly, it was wobbly, I'm sure. It was not always a piece of cake, but it made her who she is, and she's just ridiculously amazing.
Yeah.
And that was part of her journey. We did move to California for her senior year because my other daughter was there, and we went to California, and that's really where she cemented her career, because she started auditioning there, and she got the leftovers, and she got into NYU. I mean, she's just a really interesting person, so. Not to brag.
Brag away, brag away. I love that. Before you go, though, you once said the best advice you got from a therapist was, I think everyone needs to hear this, including me. If you do not forgive yourself, you will teach your children that they cannot make mistakes.
Yes. I needed that so bad because I was beating myself up.
A lot of people do.
I still beat myself up. My kids are always telling me to stop doing that. But, I was really disappointed in myself and things I had done that I felt weren't in the best interest of them. And then my therapist told me one day, he said, if you do not forgive yourself, you will teach your children that they cannot make a mistake. And it was just this huge relief that, you know, it was time to move on from like overanalyzing that little detail and forgive myself. So I did. I forgave myself. And the other great nugget, and this one's a really, really good one, because I have a sensitivity to light, and I can get sad, you know, sad, like not enough light, sad. You know what I mean? Like down day. You know, does anybody know what that is? Down day. But okay. And my therapist, this was also great. And I do this all the time. I said it to my kids. I had dinner with Rainey and Margaret, and I even said it to them at dinner at that time. You can't always be happy.
Oh, I had a whole conversation with my son about this. When he was 8 or 9. He was just crying in his bed. And no, this is an important thing. And
it is.
And I didn't really know that I knew it, but I think your children bring stuff out of you sometimes. Because like he was crying and he was like, I'm just not very happy right now. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, you don't always have to be happy. I don't want you to like sell that idea.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I was like, you don't always have to be happy.
But you have to know that it's going to pass.
Yeah, I was like, but it doesn't mean that you're going to be unhappy all the time. It's just you're going to have days where you're down. Like you're saying, like,
a down day, or maybe something happened, or maybe a few things happened, and
I think that's
you're
okay.
living, it's in you, and you just, you know, you have to process it and move on, right? And get sunshine and walk. That's me. Get sunshine, go out and walk, hug a tree.
I am like, no, Lester makes fun of me because I hate working out, but I love walking. I will walk, and I will walk faster than anyone in this room. But I'm like a mall walker. Like
I like to walk fast.
I do too, and I just love, I do too, and I love just to walk around the parks here and like just walk in the city.
That's beautiful.
Doing a little playlist.
I love to walk too.
Feels
so good.
It's nice. Get outside.
Okay.
Well, it's great to see you. We love you.
You too. This
Congrats.
was really nice. Thank you so much for having me back.
No, I love you here. You just, you're like a warm fire. That's what you make me feel like. I don't even know what that means, but you make me feel like that, and I love that in my cabin, my little cabin in Montana.
Thank you.
You are very, you're comforting. I don't know, it's something about your presence.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I love you.
That's kind.
You can catch Andie in the series finale of The Way Home this Sunday on Hallmark Channel. All episodes are also available on Hallmark Plus.